What's up, gang? Hey man, in this video I am going to tell you my biggest pet peeve that I have with the modern day woman. And if you like the content, make sure you hit this like button on this video. It helps with the algorithm. And then also make sure you subscribe to the channel. I know we passed 1,000, but now we're trying to get to 5,000, so make sure you hit that subscribe button as this channel keeps growing. Make sure you watch this one to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets. And if you haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community this month. The first 50 people get a free one-on-one call with me, and the one-on-one calls have been amazing. And I also record the one-on-one calls and keep them in the community so you can watch your fellow brothers have the one-on-one calls, because maybe some of you guys are dealing with the same issues and you can learn from other people, right? They say a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from others' mistakes. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so one of my biggest pet peeves that I see a lot, you know what I mean, and one of the guys in the community just posted this. One of my biggest pet peeves is when a girl tries to bully you into a relationship, a long-term relationship. You know what I mean? I had a situation recently where, you know, it was a 35-year-old chick, you know, met her at the mall. It was, you know, did the process on her, got her on a date, did all that stuff like that. And then, you know, once she was on the date, you know what I mean, she probably like 2 minutes into the date, she found out that she likes me a lot. And she just started fucking talking about marriage, talking about asking my views on marriage, all this crazy shit, you know what I mean? Talking about how she's some kind of born again Christian and how she doesn't believe that she's gonna you know, do anything intimate with anybody until she gets married. And you know what I mean, and she's talking about, you know what I mean, I was like, yeah, I believe in marriage, but just not through the government. She's like, no, it has to be through the government and all this bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Like in my head, I'm like, see, like stuff like this is like a red flag to me. Girls that try to push for marriage or relationships or anything super quick and super early, that's a red flag for me. Especially with this chick that I'm talking about. She was 35. So you mean to tell me you're 35 years on this planet and you hit your peak around 18, 19, 20 when you was probably at your hottest. You hit your peak somewhere around there and nobody wanted to take you serious? Nobody wanted to marry you? You feel me? Nobody. So all the guys that you gave the coochie to, none of them thought it was good enough to keep you around forever or long term. So now you trying to withhold used box. Because I asked her, I was like, she was talking about some, you know, I don't want to have sex till marriage, all this stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, so are you a virgin? She's like, no, I'm not a virgin. So in my head, I'm like, so what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? Like, so you trying to withhold used pussy till marriage. Tell me how that makes sense. So the guy that decides to marry you, what does he get? Used pussy? You were like, what does he get from this? You know what I mean? You get and then you want it through the government, so you want everything. You probably don't want to sign no prenup. Even prenups don't even fucking stand no more. You want everything from this guy. You want stability, support. You want consistency. You want all this shit. And what does he get in return? Used pussy? Like, any girl that's trying to push for like a solid marriage relationship and she don't even know you yet, biggest red flag in the book. You know what I mean? We had one of the guys that just recently posted talking about some you know, girls was asking him a question saying like, what are we, or something like that. Like some questions shouldn't be answered. You know what I mean? Some questions should not be answered, in my opinion. And what do I mean by that? It's like some girls will just ask you questions just to fucking ask you. Yeah, like he said that girls ask him what are you looking for? You know what I mean? Girls that he meets on dating apps and things like that. Some questions like this should just be handled at a bare minimum. You feel me? Sometimes you cannot answer the question and just ask a question back. You know what I mean? When some girl asks a question like, you know, what are you looking for? You can just be like, what do you mean? Because a lot of girls, they say stuff and they don't even know what the fuck they mean when they say it. You get what I'm trying to say? So when a girl asks them some question like, what are you looking for? Or, you know, what are you looking to get out of this? And blah, blah, blah. I just ask questions back like, so what do you mean? You know what I mean? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like be more specific. Because now, y'all got to start asking these girls to start being more specific. Y'all got to start challenging these girls. Y'all got to actually start getting down to the bottom of what these girls is actually trying to say. Because a lot of times, they just say shit. They just got the high brain. They just say shit that their girlfriends told them to say. Or they just say shit just to say it. Just to see how you respond. Not every question needs to be answered. It's a lot of people sitting in jail right now because they talk too fucking much. They don't know how to plead the fucking fifth. They don't know how to change the topic. You know what I mean? One of my skill sets, if I don't want to talk about something with a chick, I'm just gonna fucking change the topic. Or I'm just gonna say, next topic. Be like, nah, I'm not answering that. I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about something else. Very simple. Very straightforward. You get what I'm trying to say? Not everything a girl asks you, you have to answer. You get where I'm coming from? But going back to the topic on hand, one of the things that I hate the most, I'm talking about the most, is a chick trying to bully her way into a relationship with you. Like, nigga, what are you doing? You feel me? Like, why you so aggressive? Why you pushing the relationship? Motherfucker, I don't even know how your pussy feel yet. Why the fuck would I date you? You feel me? Now, if you was a virgin trying to pull some shit like this, it would actually make more sense. I'm still gonna be myself. I'm still gonna move to beat my own drum. I don't give a fuck if you're a virgin or not. You hit me with some bullshit like that, motherfucker, that's a red flag for me. I really don't want to fucking deal with your ass no more. And if I am dealing with you, I'm dealing with you on my motherfucking terms, not your terms, bitch. I'm the man. And there's too many men that fall into this cycle of they dealing with the girl on her terms. They're dealing with her on her terms. They're worried about too much about how she feels, what she likes, what she wants. No, bro, it's about what you want, what you like, what you feel. If she wants control, then bitch, you do everything. If you want control, do everything. You better meet me, you better court me, you better pay for the dinner, you better ask me out. I better just sit back and just be on fucking cruise control. Since you want to be the fucking man, do everything the fucking man does. I'm tired of this half-ass shit that these women do. I'm tired of this half-ass stuff where the woman want to be half a boy, half a girl. You feel me? Like, she want to get asked out, she want to be courted, she want to do all this, but then she want to fucking try to dictate shit. When you dealing with a man's man, you not dictating shit. Especially if I'm taking you out, especially if I'm paying for the shit, especially if I'm doing all the work. I got to put my pride and ego on the line to say what's up to you, move things forward. I got to put my resources on the table if I'm taking you out on a date. I got to do that, all that shit. So if you so happen to give me the pussy, I'm going to enjoy it how I want to enjoy it. Why would I allow you to dictate how I enjoy the goddamn pussy? Why would I allow you to dictate how I live my motherfucking life? Why would I allow you to dictate anything? If you want to play the passive role, bitch, you better stay passive. I hate this wishy-washy. I'm going to be a boy today, I'm going to be a girl today. I'm going to be a boy today. If you're going to be masculine and you want a feminine man, you better do every motherfucking thing. I'm tired of this shit. I'm calling girls out on all this from now on. Especially if matter of fact, I'm going to do a separate podcast one of these days where I'm just talking to women. And I'm going to tell women straight up. If you want a man to do what you want him to do, you better do everything. Pursuing a man isn't looking cute and just finding a way to get on his yacht and stand close to him and hope he talks to you. No, if you want to try to get this guy to, you want to control his resources, tell him what he had to spend it on, tell him that you want a relationship with him and you want him to agree and you trying to completely control this guy, well, go through the full goddamn masculine role. Start from the beginning. Start from you walking over to the guy, you introducing yourself, you asking the guy number, you asking the guy out, you doing everything. You better do everything from start to goddamn finish. This is for you women out there that want to be fucking masculine. If you want to be masculine, start masculine. Stop making the guy do all of the work, and then once he gets you on a date, you want to talk about I'm not dating until marriage. I'm not dating. I have my boundaries. Fuck your boundaries. The fuck? Fuck your masculine ass boundaries. You know what I mean? And I'm passionate about this because girls try their best to break men, bro. Like, I just been on so many one-on-one calls with a lot of guys, and they just been telling me their situations and before they found me and how horrible their dating life was and all the bull stuff they was listening to from female dating coaches and other dating coaches and what they thought they should be, and they should overcare and they should listen to the woman and they should literally pander their whole life about what the woman wants, and basically they have been getting little to no results. Meanwhile, the guy that don't give a fuck about the woman, the guy that cares less about the woman, the guy that moves to the beat of his own drum, the guy that's selfish, the guy that makes things happen, moves things forward, is getting everything out of that bitch, and he don't even want the bitch. He truly, genuinely don't want her. Like, it's not an act for him. And that's the thing, bro. Women have no accountability. They consistently pick the guy that truly doesn't like them. And this is how you know the guy truly doesn't like them. The guy that they have dated, the guys that they continue to date, truly do not want them. But the guy wants the pussy. So the guy that they're hooking up with, bro, I've seen super attract like no homo. I've seen attractive guys hook up with 3s and 4s, girls that I would never touch. I've seen it over and over again. I've seen guys who ripped in the gym, do all this shit, got money, got everything, and they hook up with, like, even my homeboy with 5 million YouTube subscribers. Some of the girls that he has hooked up with in South Florida, I'm like, nigga, what? You feel me? But now that girl has a boosted self-esteem, boosted ego, and she thinks that she can always attract a guy like that. You feel me? Knowing that that guy strictly went over there just for pussy. He really don't like you. Like, even if that girl decided to try to, like, be in a relationship with my friend or whatever the case is, he would not take her serious. You know what I mean? She's not hot enough to take serious. First of all, in my opinion, she wasn't even hot enough to hook up with, but she's not hot enough to even fucking take serious. So he never liked her in the beginning. He never liked her in the first place. You get what I'm trying to say? So girls is always hooking up with the guy that really don't even like them. They actually hooking up with the guy that does not like them, does not care for them at all. Like, the guy doesn't care whether she lives or die. He's just trying to hit. You feel me? But those are the guys that the girls is giving it to. But the guy that will give you his last dollar, the guy that give you the shirt off his back, the guy that give you everything that you want and need, you curving that guy like the plague. You putting that guy in the friend zone. You telling that guy he's not worthy. In so many words with your actions. You telling him he's not worthy. You get what I'm trying to say? Then you run across a real nigga and then you try to tell him, you know, I need a relationship. I need to know what we are. I need to, you know what I mean? And you want to get to that stage after you've been ran through by all the guys that didn't care about you. And then you have this crazy ass misconception because this girl was talking when we was I was curious, so I was asking questions. I was 80-20 in this bitch, so I was curious about why this bitch was pushing for marriage so hard. So, like, basically I was asking her about her past, and she's like, yeah, you know, like, you know, I'm just holding myself to marriage because usually when sex get involved, everything changes and this and this. No, ma'am, I know what happens when niggas get that raggedy ass box, that ran through ass box, and they got they nut. They like, oh shit, this girl outside of me getting that pussy, she not really worth kicking it with like that. She not really worth putting my energy towards. She not really worth more than that. You get what I'm trying to say? So now the guy got her on rotation. Now the guy just using and abusing her, hitting her up every time he want a nut. You get what I'm trying to say? And she finally catches on, or whatever the case is, and she thinks that she ended it, but the guy, he been checked out. You know what I mean? Or a lot of situations with these type of chicks, they had the guy that was perfect for them. They had the guy that was obsessed with them, in love with them, would have been a great husband for them. But guess what? She didn't feel the spark with that guy. You feel me? She looked at the guy. Damn, he does nothing wrong. He's attractive. He does this. He shows up. He's there. He did. I just don't feel the spark. That's what that guy gets. Or she'll stay in a relationship with that guy and she'll cheat on him. Do you know how many guys that are man's man, once they learn the stuff that's inside of the CLG community, things like that, or the guys that just naturally operate like that naturally, do you know how much pussy they get from girls that are in relationships? Mind-blowing shit, bro. Guys that operate like man's man, like men that move things forward, that have their care turned down, that don't give, they know that they good as they are, right? They confident, they love themselves. You know what I mean? They don't have any fucking insecurities. Those guys sleep with girls that are in relationships, married, or have boyfriends consistently, because those girls are dating guys that do nothing wrong, but the girl doesn't feel the spark. The spark is basically the guy caring too fucking much. If you want a girl to not have spark, care too much about that bitch. Make no mistakes. If you want a girl to lose the spark, that spark that they talk about, the connection, I didn't feel the connection. You know, girls say words that they don't even know what the fuck they mean. You know, I actually be Googling some of these words. These girls don't even know what the fuck these words mean. They just say them. They don't even know what the fuck these words, they just say shit. Oh, I just didn't feel the connection. What about that last guy that did everything for you? Oh, I just didn't feel the connection with him. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm like, outside of the connection, why else did you leave him? I mean, no, he was a great guy. He did everything right. You know, he was sweet. You know, he was considerate. He was this and this. But I just didn't feel that connection. You know what I'm trying to say. No, bitch, I really don't know what the fuck you trying to say. I don't know what the fuck you trying to say. Sound like the guy had everything. You feel me? Sound like the guy was attractive. He was sweet. He was considerate. He was all this bullshit. Sound like you got everything that you fucking said that you wanted. But you didn't feel the connection. Now, me, I know psychology, women's psychology. I know that the motherfucker cared too much. I know the truth. The majority of these guys don't know the truth. I know the goddamn truth. You feel me? I know what's real. I know what really happened. A guy that show a girl too much care is almost equivalent to a guy that like booty on a girl and she got a flat ass. That's equivalent to a guy that show too much care to a woman. You feel me? It's like a ass guy and he run across a girl. She ain't got no ass. Like, it's flat like a fucking pancake. That's equivalent to a girl when she dealing with a guy that cares too much about her. You feel me? So I want to put it in you guys' head from a male's perspective. If you're an ass guy and you see a bitch with a flat ass and she fat, you ever see a fat bitch with a flat ass? Oh my God, I just seen one of those. This dude, he act like a baller. He got a little Mercedes-Benz GLC. You know, he always arguing with people around here in the goddamn apartment complex. He a big dude though. He got a big old belly, but he like a big ass offensive lineman, black dude that be around this goddamn apartment complex. And he always like aggressive and arguing and always getting, like, you know what I mean? Always like getting into it with people around here. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this nigga problem? Why he always mad? Then I seen that nigga baby mama, cause he usually just be walking around here by himself. I seen that nigga baby mama. Oh my God, fat as fuck with no ass. I'm talking about like really, really fat, like rolls just hanging over, rolls like fat as fuck. And her ass was fucking pushed in, almost like a concave. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, I see why this nigga mad at life. I see why this nigga always getting into it with people. This motherfucker dating a booger whoop. You feel me? And it's crazy because, you know, cause I never seen her before, and I was walking through the door, and she held the door for me, and then I said thank you, and she had a very sweet, soft-spoken voice. Like she was just like, oh, you're welcome. Like very sweet, kind, submissive voice. And it's crazy because that dude, I ain't gonna lie, he a fat dude. He look like a defensive lineman, an offensive lineman. He real tall. You know what I mean? He wear jewelry. He act like he got a lot of money all the time. He always talking loud on his phone, like business calls and shit. That dude, if he had the CLG community and the process and shit like that, that dude could easily replace her with a girl 10 times hotter than her. Probably 20 times hotter than her. Easily could replace her. You know what I mean? But I guess he just don't know. Whatever. But that even goes to show you, if I have any girls watching this shit, that even goes to show you that a guy would even take a fat, ugly, flat. Now, I wouldn't even give that bitch a chance to fucking show me how feminine she was. I would have never even gave her an opportunity. But that just goes to show you that guys want feminine energy so bad that they will settle and have kids with a fat back, fat, sloppy bitch with no ass just because she's sweet and kind. Just because she's feminine. Like, that's where we have gotten to in this world. Where girls are so fucking masculine and they have no right to be masculine. They don't do nothing. Like, I can see if you earned it. I was telling my main chick this, because her sister is masculine as fuck. And my main chick, you'd be surprised, I checked her sister in front of my main chick. I checked her sister in front of her, and you would think that my main chick would be upset. My main chick gave me a blowjob, like swallowed my fucking cum, and she doesn't even do that shit. That's not even her thing to do. She hates swallowing cum. Like, cause she a good girl. She not into that type of shit. I checked her sister. The day her sister goes back to Minnesota, like, cause they stayed at her house for the weekend, she sucked my dick and swallowed it and licked up the rest of it that came out and swallowed that shit too. And she not even built like that. All my rotation bitches swallow. My main chick, she not into swallowing it. I found that bitch, she was damn near a virgin. She not nasty like that. You get what I'm trying to say? And she not like driven by like sex. But like I'm saying, I checked her motherfucking sister, and my main chick even swallowed. So at the end of the day, bro, and even going back to this guy, this fat dude that I was just telling you about, his chick is fat, sloppy, flat ass, all of this shit. But because men are so obsessed with the submissive, sweet, feminine girl, they are willing to even lower their look standards. Now, I'm not, goddammit, I'm not. But they are even willing to lower their looks standard. And it looks like the guy provides. Nigga got a Mercedes. The motherfucker look like he paid the bills. He look like he got a chain and all that shit like that. He look like he work his ass off, always on the phone, business call, to provide for that big fat ugly bitch. Now, that just goes to show you the state of the universe that we're in. We are in the universe where women literally have to do, literally can just be feminine and get a man. And they don't even want to fucking do that. And they have no right to be masculine. Zero right. You feel me? Like, they don't do nothing that men do. And they think like they're entitled enough to believe that they're on the man's level. Like I was telling my main chick, I was telling her, I said, I can understand, like her sister's masculine. So I said, I can understand if she was masculine and she did everything a man did. Because her sister's still single. But her sister still expects the guy that she likes to approach her, court her, take her out, and but she wants to dictate the terms of the relationship. She wants to dictate the finances. She wants to dictate all of this shit. So I said, do you see how that makes no fucking sense? This is what I said to my main chick. I said, do you see why she's single? I said, think about this. She wants to have all the benefits of being a woman. She wants the guy to approach her, do all this shit, right? But then she also wants to dictate the relationship and set hard boundaries and basically tell the guy what she fucking wants. I said, does that make any fucking sense? I said, if you want to be the man in a relationship, you got to do everything the man does. Even that goes as far as approaching a guy. You better approach him. You better get his number. You better take him out. You better pay for the fucking dinner. You better court him. You better motherfucking, you feel me? You looking for a feminine ass guy. You better do it all. You looking for a feminine guy. You looking for one of these dating coaches that want to look smacks and sit back and hope girls approach them type shit. So if you trying to do that, okay, it makes sense for you to control everything in a relationship because you're the one that had to work for it. But you're trying to do no work to work for it and then enjoy all of the benefits. Like, think of what I'm trying to say to y'all guys. I really want to stick this in your head. This is the modern day woman. The modern day woman wants to get everything with doing no work. She wants all the benefits of being a man without doing the work of being a man, of becoming a man. The modern day woman doesn't even know how to hit on a guy properly. Like, if you want to be the fucking man, and my main chick's like, you got a point. This is why she's still single. She said this about her own fucking sister. You have a point. This is why she's still single. And she said she would never do that. She would never fucking hit on a man. She'll never do that. Okay. And like I said, she fat, but she not a bad looking person. You feel me? Like the older sister, she fat. She need to lose weight too. You feel me? Like, I don't understand how these women like demand this much fucking stuff out of a man and like they not even the best version of themselves. Like, how you gonna be an overweight masculine bitch and then you want to have a top tier guy that listens to you and that you can dictate the rules of the relationship, even though you're not gonna put your ego and pride on the line to even talk to the guy? So I know I might be a little bit passionate in this video because I'm just speaking facts. I'm literally just telling you guys this is where the world has come to. It's literally come to this. These modern women have gotten so out of hand, out of line, out of touch with reality to the point that none of it makes sense. This is why I'm pushing so hard to allow men and tell men, take your power back. Take your power back. Like, women, like, they should not be running anything when it comes to dating unless they're willing to take the full role of the man. If you want a feminine man, you better take the full masculine role. You better see the guy, walk up to the guy, ask the guy out, set up the date, pay for shit. You better do it all. If you want this nigga to listen to you, you better do it all. Most women can't do that. They can't lead. They can't move things forward. They can't do it. They fucking suck. They can't put their pride and ego on the line, walk up to a guy and get turned down. They can't fucking do that. They probably can do it once. They can't do it more than once. They get turned down one time, that'd be the last guy they fucking talk to. So, I'm saying this too for the guys to understand their value. For all the guys that's watching my channel, understand what you bringing to the table. Understand that as the guy, you're pretty much the whole table. Like, you gotta fucking understand everything that you're doing to get this girl. So when you finally do get her, she needs to operate on your program. She needs to follow your boundaries. Her boundaries don't matter. What she thinks doesn't matter. You feel me? How she feels doesn't fucking matter. How she feels, that's her emotion. She deals with that. That's on her. So as a guy, you're the one doing all the work. What matters is how you feel, what you want. What you want out of the chick. You're the one that gotta get her. You the one that gotta pay for shit. You the one that gotta protect her. You the one that gotta provide for her. You the one that gotta do every fucking thing. So why does it matter what the fuck she wants? And everything in the CLG community, that's what I teach guys. I teach guys the process. I teach guys how to put girls through the process. I teach guys how to text. I teach guys how to do fucking everything in a masculine way. You feel me? And the girls that send unfavorable texts and they're not on board with you, like, ignore that bitch. Throw her in the fucking drip campaign. And then watch her ass get back in line. It happens all the time. Bro, you can go inside the CLG community and read the general discussion of all the guys sharing their wins, sharing their text scripts, sharing their losses, sharing everything. And every single time we see losses, 9 times out of 10, it came from the guy caring too much. And the guy catch themselves. They be like, damn, I fucked up with this girl, man. I cared too much, man. Look at the text. He be like, yeah, at least you know where you fucked up. And then all the guys that turn their care down, follow the script, do everything, they get the results at the highest percentage. And even if they don't get the results right then, they put them back into the drip campaign. The girl come back around. Boom, they get the results next time they meet up with them. It's very simple. Women aren't hard. It's just that you just got to be a man. You got to stop listening to them. I hear women. I hear what they're saying. I don't listen to them. There's a huge difference. Women, I do 80-20. They yap. They talk. I hear them. I hear that words are coming out of their mouth. But I don't take nothing that they say serious. Like, I almost quite do the opposite. My main bitch tell me all the time she tired of seeing bitches cum stains on me. She tired of me smelling like other bitches. She tired of all this shit. But is she going anywhere? We've been together for 15 years. I hear what she's saying, but I'm not listening to it. You get what I'm trying to say? There's girls out there talking about some, oh, guy need to be 6 figures, 6 this, 6 that, blah, 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 blah. But then if you look at her dating history, not all the guys that she dated was 6 feet. Not all the guys that she dated had all that. Not all the guys that she dated or slept with had money. So the stuff, like, you gotta understand, girls, they say stuff just to say stuff. Because women are walking contradictions. They say one thing and do another. They've done studies and studies and studies. They be like, damn, women are really walking contradictions. There's a study they did. They said that women hate guys on dating apps that have their shirt off. And then when they actually show what they responded to, they kept matching with the guys with their shirt off. What? They are walking contradictions. Never fucking listen to a woman. You can hear her, don't listen. If you listen, you're screwed. If you listen to a woman, you're doomed. You can hear her, don't listen. That's why the CLG community is so important. You got to surround yourself with men's man. You got to surround yourself with men. And watch your goddamn results skyrocket. And with that being said, man, I'm out.